Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kind of begin the beginning portion of this presentation and get started. Hopefully, we'll be able to allow some more people into the room before the meat and potatoes hit, but we really appreciate all of you being here. My name is Josh Arnold. I am one of the administrators here at Catch, and this is our very first spring open house for new families. This is a virtual presentation, and as we're not going to spend a lot of time tonight talking about coronavirus and its impacts, because we really want you to know about our school culture with and without the coronavirus. Obviously, we're all impacted by that, and doing our social distancing with a closed campus and teaching virtually, and also holding presentations like this virtually. So we really appreciate everybody being here and taking this time. Before we begin,
I
I
don't
just
think you need. I don't think you need to call a roll. Do you?
I, I do. I need to find out. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Before we begin, I just want to, again, thank you all for making the choice to send your son or daughter to Catch Prep. As you know, Catch Prep is the premier school, high school in South Los Angeles, #1 for English achievement, math achievement, and college access. We attract families and students who are looking to continue their education onto college and be fully prepared for that through a 4-year experience that we offer at our school. Catch has been around for 17 years, and we've been doing this a while and know what we're doing. And so we're going to talk to you about what to expect when you send your child here. But before we begin, we want to thank everybody who RSVP'd to the event. And we kind of want to know who's here. And it's hard because not everybody's last names are all the same. And there's moms and dads and students. And so this is our RSVP list. And it would be great if in the chat, if you're able to, if you could just type in your child's name or just their first name, just so that we could know that you're in attendance tonight, because we're going to do our follow-ups with RSVP and non-RSVP families a little bit different. And so if you get the chance right now, and I see a lot of you doing it, thank you so much, just to type in your child's first name, and that would help us out with attendance and our follow-up protocols. And you can do that at any time, but hopefully, in the next 30 seconds or a minute or so. And as you're doing that, I would like to introduce to you a woman who is extremely special to the Catch Prep community, somebody who had a vision for a school more than 17 years ago and has thrived in the community where she lives. She might not tell you this at first, but she lives less than a block away from campus. So to say that she knows what it's like to raise young people in the community of Leimert Park is an understatement. So here she is, live virtually here for you tonight, the one and only founder and executive director of Catch Prep, Miss Patricia Smith.
Am I going to see the video?
There's no video.
Oh, thanks. Good evening. There's no video. Good evening. I wanted to welcome everyone to our first virtual open house at Catch Prep High School this evening. And we are so excited about your child attending Catch, as well as having you with us tonight, so that we are able to share our stories about where everybody can be anybody. Okay, so in 2003, I had a vision to open a school that my child could have attended, as well as a school that would afford the students of the Crenshaw and Leimert Park district an opportunity to attend a school that they would have the experience when they leave the school. They would have the experience and the education to go on to whatever 4-year university they wanted to attend. I believe in small class sizes. I believe in a small school. So Catch has been around since 2003. I personally come from the struggle. I grew up down south in the 50s, and I grew up during segregation. White people lived on one side of the railroad track. Black people lived on the other side of the railroad track. And we weren't afforded the same opportunities as white people. But today, I believe that if you get a quality education and if you attend one of the best universities, that you can do anything that you'd like to do. I believe that education is the great equalizer. Mr. Arnold wants to make sure that everybody sees a picture of me when I was a kid. You can't see me today, but I look a little bit better. My mother had a problem combing hair. So let's go, Doc. Okay, I believe in reading and writing. So at Catch, what we do is we read novels and then we write about those novels with a clear understanding as to what the instruction is for writing about the novel. And what we've done is we've hired the right people, we've identified the right people that are able to teach a rigorous curriculum. Catch has 100% graduation rate, 1-to-1 student device ratio, 80% four-year university attendance, more than 20 honors and AP classes, industry-leading arts and elective classes. Also, we have over $1 million in scholarships per year, small class sizes, and personalized. #1 for college access in South Central Los Angeles. Full participation in all CIF sanctioned sports with Dorsey. High quality teachers and administrators. Our children attend some of the best universities in the country. And I believe that there are 3 things that can get you into the best university. That is a very good GPA, at some point in time, SAT score, and you're able to write your personal story. Mr. Arnold?
Sure thing. Thank you so much, Ms. Pat. We really appreciate all that you've done and continue to do for Catch Prep students, teachers, families, and the community at large. Real quickly, just to let everybody know, we're going to send a copy of this presentation back out to you via text message if you want to review anything. But during tonight's virtual open house event, we're going to give you an opportunity to tour the campus, meet our teachers and staff for sure, understand more about our college prep culture and arts and technology focus, get your questions answered about anything and everything, and learn about key dates and elective opportunities. You know, we probably should have a drone shot of our campus, but for those of you that don't know, we are co-located on the Audubon Middle School campus. And I'm not sure if you can see my pointer as I'm moving it, but Catch actually occupies the northeast kind of corner of campus and the hallway along 9th Avenue. And so the way that works is Catch is completely separated from Audubon Middle School, and the students never mix. Actually, many Audubon students matriculate to Catch from their honors program. And what ends up happening is we have full access to all of LAUSD's facilities and are able to really have the kind of robust relationship with the community that we take a lot of pride in. And really kind of the crux of our campus is really off of 9th and Creed right here. That's where our gated entry is. That's where our security is 24 hours a day. And all students take classes on the 2nd floor of what we call Standard Hall. And that's a standalone building that they and only they have access to. The Catch Campus has many different areas on it. This is our digital computer lab, our media arts center, and just some of the things that students have access to in terms of the newest Apple Mac technology. I don't know if you've seen all of our social media, but we take pride in what we do and how we do it. And at the crux of it is teaching and learning. And this is what it looks like inside some of the classrooms. And you can see not only the rigor going on, but also the relationships that exist between teachers and students. We pride ourselves on that. Every teacher knows a lot about every kid. And so the benefit of that for parents is that nobody slips through the cracks. There is no student on campus that we don't know fully in terms of who they are, their family, their background, their context, what their goals are, and how we can help achieve them. At the same time, students who may not be used to that kind of warm up to that situation. And we have teachers who are really trained to develop relationships with students and meet them where they're at as they go from 14-year-old ninth graders to 18-year-old adults and college students. This is an important slide. It might change a little just because of the coronavirus, but this is typically what we've had as our regular day bell schedule. School starts at 8 o'clock. We advise students to get there no later than 7:45. We congregate on what we call the Catch Yard, and we have different morning events sometimes. And so that's how the regular day schedule works. We have a Catch class, 4-credit Catch class that we really value. And so students take that, in which they participate in a school-wide essay prompt every week. There's a lunch period. And then, of course, there's a student dismissal at 3 o'clock. After school is when we have specific arts and elective classes that we call our conservatory classes. ASB meets after school. If you want to take graphic design, that's after school. The STEP team meets after school. And obviously all CIF sports, football, basketball, baseball, track and field happen after school at Dorsey. Wednesdays is our minimum day schedule. Students are out at 1 o'clock and teachers go to professional development. We highly encourage all families to pick up or arrange for their students to be off campus after 1 o'clock, just because all of our teachers are in professional development, and we want to make sure that students aren't being idle on campus, if that makes sense. And so Wednesdays to arrange early pickup is really encouraged by the school. This might be a little bit difficult to see, but the point of this is that we follow the exact same instructional calendar as LA Unified. So if you have a middle schooler or an elementary school student who's at an LA Unified school, their days off will be our days off. There will be no differences. We found that to be of benefit to our families, particularly those with siblings that are younger. And so we adhere to that schedule. As you may or may not be aware of, the Los Angeles Unified Superintendent has announced that the first day of school for 2021 will be August 18th. That will also be Catch's first day of school. And so just want to make sure that everybody knows that, and that we're kind of fully aligned in terms of getting things started. If we have to start virtually, digitally like this, we will. And of course, all of you have been getting our text messages, so you know that we're big in terms of communication with students and families. As you may imagine, we're one-to-one. Every single student at school has access to a Chromebook device. Right now, every single student at Catch has taken home a Chromebook device and accesses their courses online from the comfort of their home every day during the coronavirus pandemic. So all students have an @catchhighschool.com email address, which is fully integrated with Google. For those of you that may be familiar with the Google Docs app or Google Calendar or Google Drive, that's what we use to submit assignments through a portal called Google Classroom. Also, parents can check their students' grades 24 hours a day via PowerSchool. So there's no reason that any parent should not know their student's grade in any class, anytime. The benefit of that, of course, is that we're really proud at Catch that we have a grading scale of A, B, C, and then that's it. We really don't have students that fail classes. Students that are failing classes are given opportunities for credit redemption throughout the year. And if for some reason a student isn't ready to take the next level class, they can repeat it. But the goal here at Catch is that students and parents and families and teachers work together to stay on top of grades all the time. So that there shouldn't be a case where a student is failing a class or struggling in a class and teachers and parents aren't having an immediate conversation about it. This is our daily teaching schedule in terms of our virtual online academy. And so right now, students log on at different times throughout the day to meet with their teachers. They not only have classroom sessions or instructional sessions, they also have one-on-one personalized tutoring sessions that they can schedule with each teacher. And so we're really proud that our teachers have the kind of technology savvy to support students. What you're seeing on your screen, for example, is how teachers and students interact when they're actually instructing online. This is Mr. Park demonstrating something for his students as they're logging in to get ready for AP testing. Students would be watching this live and be able to ask questions the way you are right now. We also use Google Meets, the exact same portal as this, to conduct most of our teaching and instructional lessons. So if you were able to log on tonight, you would be able to join a class. Also, of course, teaching virtually allows parents to drop in on classes, and that's more than welcome. Parents can drop in on any class, anytime online. It's easy to just get a Google portal and log in. As you've probably become aware, we communicate electronically. Text messaging, email is huge, but we also call home a lot. And so having an up-to-date phone number or email address is essential. If you ever change that or want to update it with us, please let us know immediately. Otherwise, we end up having old phone numbers that don't work and aren't relevant anytime, especially during an emergency. Students, 8th graders, incoming 9th graders that are listening, we want your phone numbers too. That might be weird at first to know that your school is texting you, but believe me, we have 200 students who receive our text messages every day, and they really, really appreciate it because these are helpful reminders as to what's going on and what we need to do next. At this point, I'm gonna pass it to some of the students who have joined us here today. We have Alejandra Solano and Ayana Daughtery and Hadassah Johnson, who are all graduating seniors going to various colleges throughout the United States. And they're just gonna talk for a minute or so to share with you what the Catch experience is like as a student. They were here as 9th graders, they're here now as seniors graduating. And so if it's okay, Alejandra, if you could unmute yourself, and if you wanna introduce yourself and say anything to our new students and families, that would be great.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Alejandra Solano. I'm currently a senior at Catch High School. I'll be attending CSUN in the fall. And one thing about Catch is that they really care about you. There's not one teacher at Catch High School that doesn't form a bond with you. All the teachers are always looking for your best interest. They want you to succeed. And that's one thing I could say for sure about Catch. Is their staff, is they're really like family more than teachers or staff.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alejandra. Ayana, are you in here?
I don't think so.
Can't see everybody's name. I don't see Ayana. Hadassah, I believe you're still here.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm in the light. Sorry. Hi, everybody. My name is Hadassah Johnson. I am a current Catch senior. I'm actually class valedictorian of the 2020 class. I've been attending Catch ever since 9th grade. Catch has been a really great experience for me. I have learned and have been able to grow with my teachers and my faculty, and our director, Ms. Pat. I've been able to grow, and they've been able to see me grow and really be there for me, throughout this time. I'm going to be attending Grand Canyon University, but I was able to get into multiple UCs with the help of the faculty and the staff. And so I don't think that would be possible without the hard work that they do for us. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hadassah. We just really wanted to share some student perspective with you. Usually we have students actually perform, and we have a lot more of them, but due to this virtual environment, that was difficult. We really appreciate Alejandra and Hadassah joining us. Thank you, guys. You don't have to stay. If you want to log off, you can. Thank you so much for being here. Real quickly, I'm just going to breeze through these slides and give you an overview. Again, we're going to send these to you, but I want to get to our teachers. We care about instruction at Catch. We take it very, very seriously. We have a model for teaching that we think and know has been effective over the years and will be effective for your child. This is our data. It's pretty clear cut. We are the highest performing high school in South Los Angeles. I'm not going to say these schools by name, but you can read the schools' names that are here. And we outperform every single one of them in English language arts. And that's by every single measure on record. So to be clear, there is no high school in South Los Angeles with a higher performing academic record than Catch Prep. This is our math achievement, also similarly the top in the area. And this is really what we're most proud of. And I know this document looks technical, but it's very simple to understand. At Catch Prep, 100% of all graduating seniors are eligible to attend four-year universities upon graduating. So what Hadassah was just talking about was the fact that when she graduated from Catch, and she's graduating this year, she had unlimited college opportunities, from out-of-state schools to private schools to every Cal State to every UC. She was accepted into UCLA and UC Berkeley. And that's because of what we're doing in grades 9 through 11, including senior year, is we really believe in college access. And that's what Ms. Pat means, that those opportunities can be life changers. And our entire staff really, really firmly believes that. So it's kind of like saying this: if your child goes to Catch, they will be eligible to go to a four-year university. There is 0% doubt about that. And it's something that we're very proud of. Our arts and electives are really fun and classes that students get to take and learn from industry professionals in drama, theater arts, play production. We have a great STEP team that's nationally recognized, graphic design. We produce a podcast every year. We have news blogs that students run. And we have a magazine that we produce that's really fun and requires photography skills and Photoshop skills. And we have a partnership with Dorsey so that all students are eligible to play full CIF sanctioned sports, including football, basketball, soccer, track and field, anything that a fully comprehensive high school has or that Dorsey has. Our students are eligible to participate. They actually are on the Dorsey team. So if you see those pictures are of Catch students who are playing for Dorsey. And for us, we think of it as playing for the community. And so it's really awesome. They get to go to big games with lots of people. And any of your children who are interested in that would let us know in the beginning of the fall, and we would coordinate tryouts with the Dorsey coaches. Our STEP team is amazing. And so for those of you that are interested in learning more about the culture of STEP or participating in STEP overall, those opportunities will be afforded to you. And of course, none of this is possible without what Alejandra and Hadassah were talking about, our incredible faculty. And so we just wanted to make some introductions so that you could get a sense of who we are. And I am going to start off with kicking it to Miss Bate.
Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Bate. I teach 9th and 10th grade English. This year coming up will be my 4th year at Catch and my 15th year in education. In 9th grade English, we focus on close reading, academic writing, speaking, listening, and critical thinking. And everything in English from 9th all the way through is geared at preparing your student for college level English class and college level reading and writing. Since being at Catch, my favorite part of being there is the students. And even being in the middle of this pandemic, it's made me feel even more proud of being a teacher here, just watching our students this year adjust so quickly to this new environment and really take on this new way of learning has really been an inspiration. And even if we're still doing this next year, I'm really excited to meet you all, whether it's virtually or in person, and to embark on the next adventure with all of you.
Thank you.
And on to Miss Redman.
Hi, I'm Miss Redman. So I've been at Catch for 5 years now. I emphasize vocabulary in my classroom because in biology and AP biology, it's a very important element. Also, mini lectures, and I do assignments on Google Classroom and Khan Academy, so I have different tools to use that are technologically good for the students. And I've taught for 20 years, but 5 of my years have been at Catch, and I've loved being at Catch because it's very, very satisfying. This is the first class that's graduating this year who I met. They started when I started. In other words, they started in 9th grade when I started. So I'm very proud to see them graduating. I'll be very happy to meet you and your child. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Redden.
So hi, I'm Ms. Fuentes. Yeah, I'm the counselor at Catch High School. I've been there since August of 2016, and I basically do the college process with the students. Which I love about Catch is that starting in the 9th grade, we start working with the freshmen and getting them ready for college. So basically the exams, preparing them the classes. And I think it's a great journey with the parents and the students seeing that, because you see a great transformation. And by the 12th grade, the kids already know what to do and what exams to take and what we have to do. So it's an easier process. And also it's a great way to teach the students and parents. So it's like hand in hand. And also Catch is like a family for me. It's become like a family. This will be my first graduating class as well. And seeing them start off at 9th through 12th grade was a great way. And you know, we always provide all the services of counseling. It's such a small school, so any student could get that service within a day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Rachel.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to meet you all. I'm from Northern California, where I graduated from San Francisco State with a bachelor's in drama. And my background is in film and television. I've worked in theater, casting, and talent management, representing a lot of child actors in movies such as Bird Box and Waco. I'm the drama teacher at Catch, and in my class, our students work on many different skills: improvisation, performance, writing, pantomime, directing, etc. And the main goal of our drama class is really to increase student confidence in their voice and presentation, which will be important for college and future career. I also teach senior AP language, where our #1 focus is academic language and essay writing, getting them prepared for college, hand-holding them through their college applications, and making sure they're prepared for the AP test. But all of that access allows them to have allows us to have a high college acceptance rate for how much we help them out with their college applications. And if anyone has any questions, I'm going to add my email to the chat box. And I believe Mr. Newton is next.
Thank you.
Mr. Newton, are you with us?
Yes, I was just turning on my microphone. Good evening, I'm Mr. Newton. I teach primarily algebra here at Catch. It's the end of my first year with Catch, but I've been teaching for 14 years. I teach primarily algebra, 9th grade algebra 1, 11th graders algebra 2, and 12th graders math analysis and SAT prep. The goal is to exercise their arithmetic and algebraic math skills to prepare them for the types of problem solving they'll need for their future college access. I plan on communicating a lot with parents and guardians so that you know exactly where your child stands in their studies. I will work very hard for your students, and I look forward to contributing to your child's education and their goals. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ms. Tongu. I'm the PE teacher at Catch. I am originally from Austria, and I'm a former dancer. And then I decided teaching PE because I love teaching dance so much. And that journey brought me to Catch. And it's going to be my 4th year teaching at Catch next year. So I'm really excited about that. It is my responsibility at Catch to make sure that our students get a well-rounded education in health, fitness, and wellness. So I really try to always balance my class between fun and recreational activities like flag football, basketball, or dance, and more rigorous trainings and workouts like strength trainings or endurance runs. I also always design my classes like real workouts. So students will start with a warm up where they, for example, run 2 laps when we're out on the field. And then we will do a main workout or sport, and we will finish with a short cool down and some stretches. So I believe that after 2 years of PE with me, all my students are able to create their own workouts and live a healthy lifestyle. So this is my main goal. And I'm really looking forward to meet all my new students next year. If it's online or on the field, we'll make both happen, and it's going to be super fun. I'm excited.
Thank you.
And now we're moving on with Mr. Paxson.
Mr. Paxson, you're on mute right now.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
We can.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Yeah, my name is Mr. Paxson. I am the social science teacher at Catch High School. I focus on critical thinking and college access. I have one of the most unique abilities to have communication and access to all grade levels at Catch. So if you can look on the screen here, I have I teach all grade levels, so 9th, 10th, and 11th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders simultaneously. So I have that ability to communicate with all families, but also understand what's happening at all grade levels. One of the main things that I try to focus on is kind of being enlightened and entertained at the same time, meaning that they're learning something while having fun at the same time. That's what I try to focus on while here at CAT. So, I'm going to do Mr. Singleton.
Hello, I'm Mr. Singleton. Thank you for joining us this evening. You'll see on my slide that I teach algebra, geometry, AP statistics, math analysis. This year, my classes focused on AP statistics and geometry. We here at Catch are really focused on college access, and that means preparing them for SAT. It means preparing them for the rigors of what's coming next in their life in college or whatever path they take. So we are using technology in the classroom. You can see on my slide again that there are many resources that we use in the classroom and virtually that all students have access to. So you can see that we are looking at College Board a lot. I use a Remind app to make sure I'm in constant communication with my students and my students' parents as well, and that they have access to me. Desmos is a graphing calculator that we learned to use that is very much like the one that they use on state exams and then on actual SAT this year. So we are focused on SAT prep. We are focused on college access, and we are focused on getting students ready. I would say I've worked in a lot of different types of schools, and the way that Catch is unique for me in my experiences is that everyone has 100% buy-in to the mission and the vision of college access and getting kids ready and prepared for what's next in life. And that's why we are so successful. So thank you for joining us. And I am going to move you to Mr. Pierce.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. New families, new parents, staff, faculty. My name is Mr. Bradley Pierce. I teach chemistry and environmental science here at Catch High School. This is my 3rd year at Catch High School. This is my 12th year teaching overall. I have taught at the big comprehensive high school. I've taught internationally, and I really, really enjoy teaching at Catch High School where, you know, I know every kid by name. I know every kid's tendency. I know what they used to do, what they do, all these types of things. I spent time in industry before teaching, I worked for Pfizer Global Research and Development. I sold lab instruments, and I'm just really, I love chemistry. I'm a chemist, I love chemistry and I love teaching. And so I'm looking forward to meeting all of your children and, introducing them to our chemical worlds.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Miss Taniguchi, also known as Miss T. For the past 10 years, I've served as Catch's special education coordinator, and I'm currently a part of our administrative team. But I consider my most important role to be an advocate for students and really ensuring that our students feel supported, that they feel safe, and they have access to our curriculum. And after working at Catch for the past 10 years, Catch has really become my extended family and my second home away from home. And I truly believe that our students feel the same way. And I'm really excited and looking forward to working with all of you next school year. And last but not least, Mr. Park.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. T. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to meet everybody today. Thank you for your time, for joining our open house. My name is Mr. Park. I am the 11th and 12th grade social science and humanities teachers at Catch High School. I graduated from UC San Diego for my bachelor's with a history and social science degree with a minor in education. And I graduated from UCLA's teacher education program with a master's in education. The way I feel I serve Catch and the community is by developing critical thinking in our students. Our ability to think critically as well as take multiple perspectives is very important, especially for developing the future leaders of tomorrow. Especially seen like during these critical times of quarantine, there's always going to be problems in society that need to be addressed, and we need leaders from our communities to fill those positions for tomorrow. So we focus highly on reading, being able to read critically, as well as also writing for communicating our thoughts onto paper. So with that, I'm going to kick it back to our founder and executive director, Ms. Pat.
Thank you, Mr. Park. So we wear uniforms, but they're not your traditional style uniform. As most of your students know, blue jeans are always in fashion. So we wear blue jeans and a polo shirt, and the polo shirt has an applique, Catch's applique on it. You can either press it on or have it stitched on. It's safer to have it stitched on because it can stay on. If you iron it on, it may come off after 3 or 4 washes. So it's advisable for you to stitch it on. Blue jeans, a white polo shirt, and the applique. The appliques are free. We give them to you. Cell phone policy. You cannot have your cell phone out in the hallway or in the classroom. In the hallway or in the classroom. If your parent needs to get in touch with you, then your parent is going to call the school phone. And then we're going to have you come down and call your parent. No cell phones out in the hallway or in the classrooms. Like I said earlier, every year we get from $1 million to $750,000 to $250,000 worth of scholarship money. And it's something that our children take advantage of. And it's something that we believe adds to the enrichment of our college going culture. I want to thank everyone for coming this evening, and Mr. Arnold is going to make sure that everybody receives a copy of the presentation from tonight. And now we're going to do questions and answers. So are there any questions?
If you want to ask a question, you can kind of raise your hand in the chat, and once we kind of call on you or what have you, you can unmute rather than typing in all of your questions and answers. That might be more effective. And please feel free to ask questions. We want you to. Your questions help paint a picture for everyone else, and other people might have those kinds of questions as well. So again, if you just want to type something in chat or be known, or if you'd like to unmute and ask a question, we're more than happy to take some time to answer those. Ms. Pat, can you see the chat? Can you see the question from Ms. Osby?
No.
The question is the student to teacher ratio. What is it?
It's 18-to-1.
Thank you for asking that question. A couple more questions for you, Ms. Pat. Can we purchase the shirts from you, and how much are they?
No, you don't purchase the shirts from us. You can get the shirts from Sears, Penny's, Walmart, anywhere that they have a white polo shirt with the applique in the front, the placket, with the placket in the front, 3-button placket in the front, and the collar. And you can get it from any of those stores for a great price. And then we give you the applique. Sears, Penny's, Walmart, Forever 21, anywhere.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Pat. Another question is, when will school start?
As Mr. Arnold mentioned earlier, we will go back to school the same time as LAUSD, which is August the 18th. August the 18th, LAUSD returns to school. Catch returns to school.
And again, that may be virtual or it may be face-to-face. We simply do not know. But as soon as we do know, you can be sure that we'll communicate with you in the ways that we have already, which are text message, which we really, really love doing because they're short and easy, phone calls, as well as emails. Ms. Pat, Miracle's mom had a question. Does Catch have a cheer team?
No, we don't have a cheer team. We just have a step team, no cheer. But most of the girls that are on cheer cheer for a league. They're on a cheering squad for a league. And somebody just reminded me that they can order the shirts from Amazon.
Oh, okay. And also, students who want to cheer at Dorsey are able to, Ms. Pat?
They're able to try out.
Right. Another question is, what time are students allowed on campus in the morning? And the question references 7:45 because I mentioned that kids all get there by that time. But do you want to talk about what time the campus opens, Ms. Pat?
The campus opens at 6:30. The campus opens at 6:30. Security is not on campus until 7 o'clock. But teachers start arriving at 6:30. And the office opens at 7:45. Is that right?
That's yeah, a little bit earlier than that.
Okay. The office opens at between 6:30 and 7:45.
Thank you for all these questions, everybody. These are exactly the kinds of questions that we're more than happy to answer, and please feel free to keep asking. Another question was, can we get the shirts on Amazon?
Yes, you can get the shirts from Amazon. Open placket, 3-button placket with a collar, white.
How can 9th graders sign up for STEP is the next question.
Okay, we'll be in school face-to-face. We'll be in school face-to-face about 2 weeks. And then we have to follow the rules. So it depends on if they have any distancing rules at that time.
Right.
But 2 weeks after we're in school, normally 2 weeks after we're in school, then we have students to come in and join the STEP team.
Do you want to talk about whether it's a tryout or whether students are on the team or anything like that, Ms. Pat?
They have a tryout, but everybody who tries out is on the team.
Yeah, when it comes to catch, if you want to be on the step team, you're on the step team. We might have different levels, but everybody is on the step team. A couple more questions, Ms. Pat. This one says, do students dress for PE? I don't know if you want to answer that or if Ms. Tongu, if you want her to. It says how many days per, how many days do students take PE? Do you want to answer that or?
Yes, you
Okay.
take PE in the 9th grade and the 10th grade only. And you have PE every day. But again, we don't know what it's going to look like until we follow the lead of LA Unified. We don't know how many days we're going to be on the field. We don't know until they start back to school face to face.
Great questions. Thank you, everybody, for continuing to ask them. No question is too small. Ms. Pat, are white or black shirts fine?
In the past, we've done white and black, but we prefer that you do a white one.
Do you want to talk about gray? Because sometimes people like to wear gray or ask those questions.
White or black, we prefer white.
Got it. Can we wear any kind of shoes?
Okay, so you can wear any kind of tennis shoe. However, we strongly suggest that you not wear a red tennis shoe or a blue tennis shoe. Now, if you ask me, Miss Pat, are there red and blue tennis shoes on the campus? Yes, because when 12th graders get to the 12th grade, they wear any color tennis shoe. But we just strongly suggest that you try to stay away from the blue and the red.
Couple more questions for you, Miss Pat. Are lockers available?
The lockers are not available because of security measures, and they have not been available. We've been on the property 10 years.
Yeah.
They have not been available for 10 years.
Do you want to talk about the fact that they're not necessary because kids don't lug books around?
Yeah, they're not necessary because you don't lug books around. Also, because we don't really know what face-to-face is going to look like, I don't know if you're going to need your PE uniform prior to X date.
Got it. And that's actually one of the questions. So just to be clear, students are given copies of books both in the classroom and to take home. So there's no need for a student to, for example, have 6 textbooks in their backpack. They would all be available in the classroom and also be available at home. And now that we're going online, also available digitally as well. I think Ms. Pat answered the uniform question. What type of jackets can students wear?
You can wear a denim jacket, you can wear a black jacket, you can wear a white jacket, you can wear a gray jacket.
Maybe you want to say what jacket students can't wear?
You cannot wear a red jacket or a blue jacket. Now, it's not like tennis shoes. You cannot wear a red jacket or a blue jacket. A denim jacket is denim. It's not considered blue.
How do you get PE uniforms is a question.
Well, I would wait because once you start going to class, the PE teacher will direct you.
Right. And we also, families and students, we don't know what the locker room situation would be like if and when we go back to school face to face. We imagine that there will be some locker room restrictions and they might not be in use. And so we would have to make modifications to our uniform. So please hold off on buying any PE uniforms or equipment until we know more. Another couple of questions, Ms. Pat. Are any specific school supplies needed for 9th grade? Maybe you want to talk about Chromebook distribution too as a supply?
Yes, every student receives a new Chromebook that is your responsibility to make sure that you keep it in good wear and that you don't drop it, you don't leave it on the yard. You will be solely responsible for it. The other thing is that all teachers will give out their supply lists. And then once they give it out, and maybe this year they'll email it out. And then you will have the supply list for all of your classes.
Awesome. Is insurance available for the Chromebooks, Ms. Pat? Sometimes families are worried about losing them or breaking them or them being responsible for something if it happens.
We sign an agreement, and if your child loses the Chromebook, then you are responsible for it, paying for it.
Just to let parents know, we haven't had that many issues with Chromebooks. So the kids, we have a pretty good culture and setup about that. So kids take home devices when they need to. And in the age of remote learning, all students have access to the devices at home. All right. We have a comment that said, I'm excited. Thank you.
Me too.
Any more questions? Again, this is a really great time to ask since every teacher is here right now. You also got a list of teacher emails in the chat, which we really encourage you to write down. All teachers' names are also, and emails are also available by looking on our school website and clicking the link that says Our Team. That lists every staff member that we have and ways to get in touch with them ahead of time. Every teacher here is more than happy to answer any question from any parent and any student at any time. Ninth graders and incoming ninth graders, we know what the kind of beginning of high school can be like, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking, and the kids are a little bit bigger, and you know the grades really, really count, and all those kinds of things. Rest assured, you are absolutely in good hands. Ms. Pat, one student asked a question, how should I best prepare, or one parent asked a question, how should I best prepare my student for Algebra 1?
Well, I'm assuming that they didn't have Algebra 1 in middle school.
Right, because some students do have that. Some students come in with a middle school Algebra 1, but no, they did not, they said.
Okay, so they had pre-algebra?
Yes.
Okay, so let's let Mr. Dr. Arnold, you can answer.
Sure. So one of the things that we'll be doing, and it's actually one of the next questions, is we'll be providing an online summer school for all students. And so probably the second or third week of June, and before that, we'll contact parents to coordinate a Chromebook distribution date so you can pick up your child's Chromebook. It's a custom Catch Chromebook, so it only logs on to Catch websites and other various learning portals. So there are kind of sensors and blocks on it, so your child can't kind of go to anywhere on the internet. And through that, we'll be offering math preparation and a summer math boot camp. And so that's one of the ways that students can get supported. And in addition, reaching out to Mr. Newton for any supplemental resources, including Khan Academy, which offers a really, really great online prep. Mr. Newton, for example, could monitor your child's progress over the summer and also meet with them, you know, one-on-one from time to time to make sure that they're up and ready to go. Summer school question, when does it start for ninth graders, Ms. Pat?
It depends. You know, I'm going to say that we're going to start.
Do you want me to tell you LA Unified's date?
Yeah, what's their date?
June 24th.
Okay, so we're going to start on June the 24th. And it's going to be virtual.
It has to be, yeah, by law. Is summer school free? Do you want to answer that?
Is summer school free? School is free.
Summer school is absolutely, yeah. And just so everybody knows who are getting used to our culture, everything at Catch is free. Do you want to talk about lunch, Ms. Pat?
Oh, yes, we didn't discuss lunch. We have regular school lunch every day. Anybody who would like to have it can participate and join in with the school lunch. And then on Fridays, we have pizza for a small monetary exchange of $1 a slice. And then on special occasions, we have Subway and then sometimes taco trucks. But you can always bring your lunch from home.
Yep. And that's Catch's culture, is just to really celebrate students and create access for anything. And so if there's ever any kind of an issue or something's going on and you feel like you might not have access to it, you'll very quickly learn to reach out to Ms. Pat and she'll solve your problem. Is summer school mandatory, Ms. Pat?
No, it's not mandatory. Summer school is only mandatory if your parent says you have to go.
Thank you, everybody, for all these questions and for warming up to it. That's exactly what we want. Like our teachers talked about, we have really close relationships with our students and families. And so we know we're building our relationship with you, but no question is too small. And this is what it's about, making sure we're meeting all of your needs. Okay, Ms. Pat, looks like we're wrapping up here. Do you want to end with anything?
I just wanted to say that we'd like to thank everyone that was in attendance this evening. We'd like to thank our teachers, all the parents, and the students that were involved. And again, Dr. Arnold will get you the video.
Yes. And there's a question about recommended summer reading.
Okay, that we will also push that out. Be around the 24th. Is it?
So there, yeah. Sorry about that.
Around the 24th, and we will let you know how you pick up your novel.
So there is a summer read. It's school-wide for the whole school. And so that's going to actually be, the message will be texted to you. And then when you pick up your Chromebook will be when you get the summer reading novel. We haven't picked our novel for the year yet, but there absolutely will be one. And the book will be provided for you free of charge.
So are we done?
Yeah, just a couple comments. Awesome faculty. Excited to meet everyone. Great. And like Ms. Pat says, we really thank you guys for tuning in this way. We know how challenging it's been for our families and our community in this age of social distancing and the coronavirus. And so we really, really thank you. Ms. Pat, any last words?
Thank you again. And we'll see you at Catch.
Thanks, everyone. We're going to all start to log off. Thank you. Bye.